Hi students. So today we are learning the topic is bisection method. Okay, in this method, how to finding the root, that is numerical root of the given algebraic equation or transcendental equation. So first of all, we'll learning that how to finding in this method. Okay, see that here. So now assumption one of the equation, algebraic equation is f of x is equal 0. That is algebraic equation or any transcendental equation. Okay. So let f of x be continuous function in the interval a comma b such that f of a and f of b have opposite signs. So must be roots is between a and b. The function value f of a and f of b must be have opposite signs. So by using the intermediate value theorem, the root lies between a and b. Okay. So an instance for assumption f of a is greater than 0 and f of b less than 0, and f of a is a positive and f of b is a negative. This is the first assumption. Okay, no? So therefore the root is lies between a and b. So in this method, how to finding the first initial root? Bisection means the a plus b by 2, that is off in the given interval, first value and second value off, and that is a plus b by 2. So that is equal to x1 is equal to a plus b by 2. This is the first root. So this initial value first approximation is root or not verification. The x1 is substituting in the given equation, that is f of x is equal to 0. So that is if f of x1 is equal 0, in case x1 substituting in the given equation equate 0 in anukondi, hence x1 is the required root. Otherwise maybe f of x1 is positive or negative edaina kavachchu. So otherwise f of x1 is greater than 0 or f of x1 is less than 0. In case if f of x1 is greater than 0, the root is lies between x1 and b, because so f of x1 function value is positive kada. So previous value is which negative, f of b less than 0, and the root is lies between only the opposite signs, that is f of x1 is positive, then previous value is f of b negative kada. So the next root is lies between x1 and b. So therefore the second approximation is x2 is equal to half of x1 b kada, and x1 plus b by 2, this second root. Or otherwise, in case f of x1 is less than 0 in anukondi, if f of x1 is less than 0, the root is lies between a and x1, because f of is positive kada, f of a positive and f of x1 is negative. So the root is lies between a and x1. Therefore the in this method the next root is x2 is equal to a plus x1. Okay, na? So similarly, in case again x2 is the verification, x2 substituting in the given equation. In case f of x2 is equal 0, then x2 is the required root. Otherwise maybe f of x2 is greater than 0 or less than 0. The process is continue up to, see that the continue the above process until the root is found to the desired accuracy, and the function value is nearly equal to 0 at the which value root. So that is a required root. Or otherwise any consecutive roots nearly same, then that is a required root. So consecutive means, for example, x2 x3 x3 x4 x4 xy up to so on, any two roots are equal unde, that is a required roots. So this method is called bisection method. Okay, na? So geometrical is, so that is equal to is graph only. So assumption the function is the required function f of x, assumption the interval a comma b and f of is positive f of b is a negative, the roots are exist. And at the stage any root is satisfied, చూడండి, any root satisfied the given equation. So that is the required root, x1 or x2 or x3 or x4 up to so on. Any root is the satisfied, then that is called the required root of the given equation. So in case in the question not given interval, so we are choosing the interval such that f of a into f of p less than 0. అంటే ఎక్కడి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ కావచ్చు, మనకి పాజిటివ్ రూట్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ కావచ్చు ఆర్ నెగిటివ్ రూట్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ కావచ్చు. సో దట్ ఈస్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు చూసింగ్ ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ 0, నెక్స్ట్ 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5 up to so on. అంటే విచ్ వాల్యూస్ హ్యావింగ్ ద ప్రొడక్ట్ ఈస్ నెగిటివ్ కావాలి. ఓకేనా? సో దట్ ఈస్ see the one of the example. Yeah, find positive root of the equation x cube minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0 by the method of bisection method. Okay na? So there is a given equation. Let f of x is equal to given x cube minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. There is no given interval kada. So positive root finding means the root is only from 0 to up to so on, any positive root. So first assumption we have to finding the interval. So to finding the interval, first substituting 0, 0.5, your wish, no problem, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to so on, or 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5 up to so on, nearly choosing any one. So first assumption, so now we have to finding the interval a comma b such that f of a into f of b is less than 0. So first substituting f of 0. F of 0 is equal to here 0 cube minus 4 into 0 plus 1. That is the positive value. Okay na? Next assumption, next value. Oh, f of 0.5 choosing. F of 0.5 substituting here 0.5 whole cube minus 4 into 0.5 plus 1 is equal to minus 0.875 is a negative one. చూడండి, f of 0 is a positive, f of 0.5 is the negative. So by intermediate value theorem the root is lies between 0 and 0.5. So that is equal to f of 0 into f of 0.5 is negative 1. So therefore the root is lies between 0 and 0.5. Okay na? So by using bisection method, what is the value? First approximation of 0 and 0.5, that is equal to bisection method x1 is equal to 0 plus 0.5 by 2. So this is the first approximation root. So now this is a required root or not, verification. So this root is substituting in the given equation. Okay na? That is equal to here f of x1, f of 0.25 substituting in the given equation, that is 0.25 whole cube minus 4 into 0.25 plus 1, that is equal to 0.0156. This is a positive one, it is not 0, this is a positive. So this is a positive. So the previous value f of 0 or f of 0.5, which value is a negative? చూడండి, f of 0.2 is a negative అండి, ఇది f of 0 పాజిటివ్ కదా, ఆల్రెడీ ఇది పాజిటివ్ వచ్చింది మనకి ఇక్కడ. సో ద రూట్ ఈజ్ లైస్ బిట్వీన్, నెక్స్ట్ రూట్ ఎక్కడ ఉంటుంది, లైస్ బిట్వీన్ విచ్ వాజ్ నెగిటివ్, f of 0.5 is the negative, ఇది పాజిటివ్ కదా. సో నెక్స్ట్ రూట్ ఈజ్ లైస్ బిట్వీన్ 0.25 and 0.5, that is equal to the second approximation root is lies between 0.25 and 0.5, since f of 0.5 is negative కదా. So that is equal to x2 is equal half of these two values, 0.25 plus 0.5 by 2 is equal to 0.375. This is a second approximation. Okay na? So now this root is required root or not, substituting this value in the given equation. Okay, that is equal f of x2, f of 0.375, that is equal substituting it. So we getting the value negative only. This is also not 0, is less than 0. So next root is lies between the previous value ekkada undi manaki positive, that is equal third approximation the root is lies between 0.25 and 0.375 because f of 0.25 is a positive కదా, ఇది నెగిటివ్. అంటే మనం కాన్స్టెక్ట్గా తీసుకోవాలి, ఏది వాల్యూ నెగిటివ్ పాజిటివ్ ఉంటుందో అది ఆపోజిట్ ఉంటుందో అవే తీసుకోవాలి. ఓకేనా. సో నెక్స్ట్ థర్డ్ అప్రాక్సిమేషన్ ఈస్ ఆఫ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ టూ వాల్యూస్ 0.25 ప్లస్ 0.375 by 2. So this third approximation, this is also required root or not verification substituting in the given equation, that is equal to f of x3 substituting. So this is also getting minus 0.2194 negative value only, this is not also root 0. So next approximation lies between the previous value, which one is positive, f of 0.25 positive అండి, ఇది ప్రీవియస్ కూడా నెగిటివ్ కదా, దానికన్నా ముందు ఉన్నది f of 0.25 positive. So that is equal to fourth approximation lies between 0.25 and 0.3125, that is equal to x4 is equal to 0.25 plus 0.3125 by 2, that is equal to, this is also root or not verification substituting the given equation f of x4. Okay na, that is equal to f of x4 value substituting getting also minus 0.102 is a negative and is non-zero. So next approximation lies between the previous value is positive 0.25. So fifth approximation is 0.25 and 0.28125, that is equal to fifth approximation of these values. Again substituting in the given equation, f of xy is equal to, the value is minus 0.0437, this is also negative only, this is non-zero negative, the previous value is positive 0.25. So sixth approximation is lies between 0.25 and 0.265625, so that is equal to here sixth approximation 0.2578125. okay na. Also this is a substituting in the given equation. So f of x6 is equal to, substituting we getting the minus 0.014, this is also negative only, non-zero. Okay, the previous value is positive, f of 0.25 positive, అన్ని మిగతా అన్ని నెగిటివ్ వస్తున్నాయి. సో మనకు పాజిటివ్ ఉన్నది ప్రీవియస్ వాల్యూ f of 0.25. సో వాటి మధ్య మనకు రూట్స్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్. నెక్స్ట్ అప్రాక్సిమేషన్, సెవెంత్ అప్రాక్సిమేషన్ ఇస్ లైస్ బిట్వీన్ 0.25 and 0.2578125. So that is equal to seventh approximation. Okay na. So this is also substituting in the given equation. So f of x7 is equal to, substituting the given equation, that is equal to 0.00074. Observing here, seventh approximation substituting in the given equation, we getting the value is 0.00074 and this is a nearly equal to. So now assumption seventh approximation is the required root. Okay na. So that is a required root. So this is a bisection method. Okay, understood? Okay, see the next example. Okay, find the real root of e power x is equal to 3x by using bisection method. Okay, find the real root and learn. We can finding any root, positive root or negative root. So we always finding the only positive root. Choosing the values is 0 to up to so on. Okay na. So that is a given equation. Assumption f of x is equal to e power x minus 3x is equal to 0. Okay na. There is no given interval, we have to finding first interval. So first value assumption 0, f of 0 is equal to value e power 0 minus 0 1, ఇది పాజిటివ్ f of 0. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ f of 0.5, మీరు 0.5 తీసుకొని రూల్ ఏం లేదండి, మనం 1 కూడా తీసుకోవచ్చు. మనకి ఎంత ఇంటర్వెల్ తక్కువ ఉంటే మనకు అన్ని స్టెప్స్ ఈజీగా అయిపోతాయి. లెస్ గెటింగ్ ద స్టెప్స్ వెన్ చూసింగ్ ద నియర్లీ 2 values. సో f of 0.5 is also పాజిటివ్ అండి, అవునా, అంటే there is no root lies between 0 and 0.5. So next to substituting 1, f of 1 is equal to e power 1 minus 3 into 1 is equal to minus 0.2817, negative value only. Okay now, so then what is the root is lies between the previous value 0.5, f of 0.5 is positive weather, f of 1 is a negative, so therefore the root is lies between 0.5 and 1. So that is equal to first approximation is half of the two values. The root is lies between 0.5 and 1. x1 is equal to 0.5 plus 1 by 2, that is 0.75. Okay, substituting x1 is the root or not, substituting the given equation, f of x1 is equal to f of 0.75 is equal to e power 0.75 minus 3 into 0.75, that is equal to minus 0.1329, the negative only. So the next approximation is lies between the previous value is, which one is positive, చూడండి f of 0.5 is the positive, ఇది negative కదా. Next second approximation lies between 0.5 and 0.75, అవునా. So that is second approximation is 0.5 plus 0.75 by 2 is equal to 0.625. So that is equal to f of 0.625, substituting also in the given equation, we getting minus 0.00675 is a negative value only. Okay now, the previous value is positive, is f of 0.5 is a positive, no. So next approximation lies between 0.5 and 0.625, that is equal to third approximation 0.5625. Okay na. Next continuation, this value substituting in the given equation. So that is equal f of x3 substituting, we getting the value positive 0.0675. So next approximation root is lies between, so previous value is a negative kada, f of 0.5 is a negative, so that is like next root lies between 0.5625 and 0.625, that is equal to fourth approximation 0.59375. So again substituting in the given equation, there exists 0.0295 is a positive only, the previous value is negative, that is equal to the next root is lies between 0.59375 and 0.625. So that is equal to fifth approximation, x5 is equal to 0.609375. This is substituting in the given equation. So that is equal to f of x5 is equal to 0.001111 is also positive. So next root is lies between 0.609375 and 0.625. So that is equal to sixth approximation 0.61711875. This is substituting in the given equation. So that is equal to 0.002144. This is also positive one. Okay na. So next root is lies between 0.61711875 and 0.625, because f of 0.625 is a positive kada, అన్ని మిగతా అన్ని వరుసగా getting the positive, is only negative the previous value. So that is equal to seventh approximation 0.62109,375. Okay na. This is substituting in the given equation. F of x1 is equal to, substituting the given equation, getting minus 0.00231 is the negative only. The previous value is positive kada. The next root is lies between 0.6171875 and 0.621093,375. The previous value is positive kada. So next approximation 8th approximation 0.61914625. So f of x2, f of x8, sixth approximate substituting in the given equation we getting, so minus 0.000090. So observing here, this is the nearly equal to 0 kada, okay na. So assumption this eighth approximation is nearly equal to 0. So therefore eighth approximation is the required root, okay na, that is equal to the required root 0.619140625. So this is bisection method. And also one more thing, in the bisection method, the any root, any value is nearly equal to 0, that is a required root. Otherwise any two consecutive approximation roots equal, అంటే డెసిమల్ ప్లేసెస్లో మ్యాక్సిమం 2 or 3 డెసిమల్ ప్లేసెస్ ఈక్వల్ వచ్చినాయి అనుకోండి, దట్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో అజంప్షన్ రిక్వైర్డ్ రూట్ ఎనఫ్. మనకు చేసుకుని వెళ్తే లెంతీగా వచ్చేసి ఉంటుంది ప్రొసీజర్, బట్ ఆఫ్టర్ డెసిమల్ ప్లేసెస్ 2 or 3 వరకు వచ్చినా తీసుకోవచ్చు, దట్ ఈస్ ద రిక్వైర్డ్ రూట్గా తీసుకోవచ్చు అండి. 2 కాన్సెక్టివ్ వాల్యూస్ ఈక్వల్ వస్తే దట్ ఈస్ ద రిక్వైర్డ్ రూట్, ఓకేనా. దిస్ ఈజ్ ద bisection method. Thank you. For more videos, please do subscribe my channel, like and share it. Thank you.